All right, everybody. Terrence Popp here with another episode from... Hang on a minute. Am I fucking up here? All right, everyone. Terrence Popp here with another episode of the Lair from Redonkulas.com. And I got some stuff I'm going to go through here tonight. These are basically all opinions. Nobody really asked me for advice on this one, so we're going to see we'll see what we can do here. Number one, have you heard about the purple pill and what do you think of it? Hell, I didn't even really know about the red pill till, 2.5 years ago. And then when I heard them talking about it, I was like, holy shit, that's me. I'm never doing that shit again. Even then, it was kind of hard to, accept that that your civilization is so fucked up that it's basically destroyed the balance between men and women, and you have a population that's actually shrinking in size. That should terrify the shit out of everyone out there, because that is fucking bad. And if some men out there have to slowly warm into the red pill by going into purple, well, then they can call it whatever they want. And, it took me, it didn't really take me that long. I already been through the whole divorce thing, and I knew the fucking deal. And I just didn't have a name or a label to attach to it yet. We need to get more men on the same page here, because these feminists are changing the laws, and they're hemming us into a corner. When the whole government goes two tits to the sky, it's going to be a bloodbath, man. I saw your episode on internet dating. What are your fuck this verbiages that are in women's profiles that turn you away? Okay, number one, my children first. However they want to word that, basically what they're telling you is, yeah, you can, get in here, but you're going to be in the back seat to my kids, and you're going to pay for everything. So, yeah, I would have to say fuck that. You can hit it and quit it, run through all the gears and shit, but you're not leasing that for a long-term option. Okay, whenever I hear, where are all the good men at? However they verb that, I've seen it like hundreds of different ways. But you got to figure, by the time the women get into these dating apps, they're in their late 20s. I'm sure they had a decent dude in high school that said, I love you or whatever. Or maybe they met a couple dudes along the way and it didn't work out for whatever reason. And now all of a sudden they're at the wall, and their waxworks, which is south of 8 Mile or the belly button, is, drying up like a mirage. So, yeah, fuck them. Okay, and then this one here really annoys me here, is looking for my prince. Okay, what is the other half of a prince? A princess. So basically, you're stuck right in the Walt Disney bullshit. You don't need that shit. Nobody's a princess. Hell, I used to call my daughters that until I realized I was fucking up and I quit doing that. It's crazy. You're setting them up for failure. I laughed my ass off at your show that mentioned how you screw with people on Craigslist in New York City and Los Angeles. What is your motivation behind this? I basically go to the Craigslist and I look in New York City and in LA, like women looking for men. Nothing fancy. I don't do any other crazy shit. And they've been actually cutting back on it because I think they know the deal. But, Craigslist is pretty much the bottom of the barrel. All right. And if you're putting this, crazy ass long laundry list of bullshit you're looking for in a man, and, are you fucking out of your goddamn mind? You're fucking, I can't even make this up. And I have so much of these. I've been doing this for years. I might just publish a book about it. It's probably 170 pages, both sides. And, it's a good read. So your dick stacking test equation is so double standard. It is both horrible and funny at the same time. I don't know how to take that. Is that a chick or a dude? I don't know. It's pretty much proven. There's some studies out there. You can Google them. That the more sexual partners a woman has, the less likely she is to pair bond with you. And therefore, without that happening, there's no loyalty, the backstabbing, the running you through the coals, the whole fucking deal. Basically, most of the women out there today are doing this bullshit. And yes, a lot of it is their nature. I guess maybe it's some type of built hardwired into their like snake brain back in the day of how to survive or whatever the fuck they do. But it's not doing them so well now, is it? So, okay. What is my take on women being so unhappy despite being the safest and freest in all of human history? There's a reason why these women are so unhappy. Is they're ignoring, their nature, and they create life. Men don't do that. Men are good at taking lives. We do stupid ass shit, carpet bomb each other, but women are the ones that can bring life into the world. And then they're packing up their suitcase or whatever, going to work, competing against men, and then all of a sudden they're 35 and they can't have kids, and then it's fucked up. So yeah, hey, they're doing it to themselves. I mean, the third wave feminists are pretty much not only looking stupid, they're plowing the women of today under with the bullshit, and it's coming to a head. Okay, number 6, why are you always drinking when you film? Are you talking about me drinking alcohol or something else? I drink the beer because, I only drink beer once or twice a month. That's when I film. I have between 1 and 4 beers. It's not really a big deal. I will have some liquid sleep on occasion if I need to, oil up the brain pan. I had suffered, TBI. There's a little couple of cogs in there that a little sticking still. And you got to grease them with some alcohol, liquid humor, make shit work. The military is the #1 killing machine that has ever been. Ever been, really? Correction. The American military has the potential to be the #1 killer in all of human history. And we don't, because we're nice guys. And I think we need to stop doing that because it's stupid. I mean, hell, China, they wiped 56 million people. Stalin, 68, 74 million people. Jesus Christ, we haven't even come close to that. Come on, brush up on your goddamn history. Watch the History Channel. They make history entertaining. God damn it. I hated history until they made the History Channel, and I loved it. Why do you think feminism is so wretched? Don't you realize feminism speaks for men also? Okay, that is a bunch of bullshit. Okay, that is dogma right there. You just emailed me dogma. You've been brainwashed. Because if you think bitching about this the wage gap, which doesn't exist, and even if it did, fuck you, until you fill up 50% of all the coffins, which account for all of the workplace deaths that take place in America or the Western world. Fuck you. Come on now, you guys are fucked up. Are these chicks? I think this is a chick one. Feminism does not speak for men, unless you're talking about the male feminists, which, in my opinion, for the most part, are not men, or they got their manhood by shameful default. I think they won it in a ping pong match or something. There's alimony that should have been wiped out when the no-fault divorce came into effect, but no, feminism and the feminists always throw a fit when they try to take it out of the system. Every time we try to get the 50-50 custody in there, the feminism shoots it down with these so-called studies that take place. Okay, did it ever occur to you that one of the main reasons why these women wind up in poverty when they get older is because they used up all of their time, that they could have used to, have a career or job or open a business taking care of their kids, because they want to have that check. So something's got to give here. Either you give us 50% custody of our own kids, first option in the divorce, or you can shut the fuck up. Okay, if you want to, burn up all your time, and then when you get to 50 and your kids go off to college, and all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, there's nothing for me here, I don't have any money, I gotta move in with one of my kids. Fuck off. Alright, that's just bullshit right there. I don't know, this is creepy, this is a stalker question here. When you were in your 20s, what were you like? Okay, that's gonna be a long one. Now, I wrote my book, I put it out there on Kindle, Soldier's Soul and the Warrior's Way. And I talk about this reserve of hatred that I had within me, that I don't know why it was there, it just was. And the 4 skill sets, you need to be an airborne ranger or any of the elite fighting forces. is you got to have 4 things. You got to be able to run fast, carry your weight on your back, you know, and then you need to swim very well. Okay, and then the last one, which this usually gets most people, is you cannot care if you live or die. All right, because if you care about that, you're going to hold back and you're going to fuck people up. I mean, that's how that whole thing works right there. So yeah, I mean, like when I was in the Range Battalion, we did PT in the morning every day, except for maybe Sunday. We did like a 3 to 5 mile run. You know, we're in garrison, so I'd eat breakfast, I'd have lunch, then I'd go lift weights after lunch. And then, you know, we'd get off work if we're back in garrison between 3 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I would jump in my car 3 or 4 days a week and drive down to the Tacoma, which back in the day was a very bad neighborhood in Washington. Because in my opinion, if you really want to learn how to fight, you go to the bad neighborhoods where they have like boxing gyms and karate gyms and shit, and you go fight those guys. And that's what I did for my entire 5 years of active duty. So, you know, by the time I was like 22, 21-ish, yeah, I was benching just shy of 2 times my body weight, deadlifting, you know, 2 1/4 my body weight, picking my body weight over my head and doing chin-ups with my body weight strapped to my legs. And I could run like, you know, was that 5 miles in like 40 minutes or less? That was like the regiment standards. So yeah, I mean, I weighed like 175. I stayed that until I was like, until right after I got wounded in Iraq in 2004, and then it caused me to gain some weight. But yeah, I mean, I was lean to mean, man. It was good times, and I would love to get back into 30% of the shape that I had back when I was in my 20s, man. That would just be great. But you know, when you get older, your bones fucking hurt. And you can't hit it like you used to. So that's the way it goes. There's only 9 today because I had to run over a little bit here on this whole feminism bullshit and how they actually think it speaks for men and women together, because it doesn't. And if you don't believe me, read their fucking bylines and their fucking web pages. In fact, I'll have Blake put it in the description below so you can like go right there and see how full of shit they are. Anyway, have a good night, and I will talk to you guys later. Sayonara.